We're not borrowing that again, by the looks of it.
Cheers. Is that your first ever one?
Yeah.
Nice. Enjoy.
We are 6 minutes away from delivering £10,000 worth of check. Hello. Our chat's working, cool. I could see you were working on my restream, but I wasn't sure if this was working. But it's working. I can see the chat is there. Hello, Gemma, Nicola, Mike, Lisa. I'm going to copy that over now. If you are not in either of our communities, be that on Discord or Facebook, get yourselves involved. I've just dropped our wee link in there for you. How are we doing? I can't believe it's Thursday already. Weekend is nigh. Drink the water. 3 back-to-back instruments here. Nice. Speaking of instant wins, actually, so there's obviously we have people. Unfortunately, it happens. It's the nature of the game. Sometimes we'll have people that join. They might be playing for a few months, weeks, or even longer, and sometimes don't bag a win. But we had, was it John or Josh? I want to say Josh. I did have it in my notes. Yeah, John. So John Costello joined today. Put an order of £10.50 on. So one order, and walked away with a 5070 gaming PC. So John, if you're watching, mate, huge congratulations. I'm pretty sure that Candy, mum to me, but Candy to you lot, mentioned that you were going for the PC. So huge congratulations. So it can happen. Like, you can literally just join, put some tickets on, boom, Bob's your uncle, you bagged a win. You know, we can't guarantee that any one individual will win, but we can guarantee every single draw, and as long as you've got a ticket, you've got a chance. And as I say, John put an order on, and he could have bagged £1,000 cash or a 5070 PC, but he opted for the PC. So crazy, love it. And we've had that happen a few times. Looking out for the tinfoil. So yeah, it was good to see. And he said, "Oh, I bet you just entering." So I just checked the customer profile, and I was like, "No way." Literally the 29th of the 1st, 2026, puts one order on and walks away with a PC. He must have been so smug. I'd love to have been a fly on the wall when he saw his instant win email appear, because that must have been awesome. And I know he's in our community already because he was commenting in there. So yeah, if you watch this later or you're watching now, John, mate, huge congratulations for today. I thought that was awesome. We love to see stuff like that. We would love for everybody to win, of course we would. But obviously when you're getting tickets in competitions like this, it's obviously you're getting tickets for a chance to win some goodies and stuff. Hey Darla, how you doing? Hey. What's the lead time for it known? Lead time normally is from Chill Blast. They normally build it to order, so you're probably looking at 5 to 7 days on average, and then they'll post it. And it also sort of certain components will be slightly different. You'll still have the overall spec in there, but only 5 to 7 days. If there's anything longer, we've got an account manager that we can speak to and stuff anyway. stuff like that. So I think it was Peter. I don't know if you're watching, Peter, asking, could you downgrade to a different GPU and take some cash on top? No, you'd be going for the prize. It's a bit of a headache when it comes to like doing stuff like that. If we got to swap out prizes at the end of the day, where we what's the word I'm looking for? We've obviously catalogued a prize on the website for people to enter. And it's much more easier if we just stick to what the competition is rather than swapping out components and swapping the prize and stuff like that. If you're entering a competition, it's the prize or the cash. The only sort of mix and match options now are any legendary tech bundles that we do going forward. We are going to keep the mix and match stuff on there, so you can either take the entire bundle, you can take the entire cash alternative, or you can pick and choose what you want from the bundle, and then obviously take the rest as a cash alternative then. But yeah, in terms of like swapping and stuff, and I think there was some mild confusion as well with the Razer Pokemon bundle. It is what is pictured. And we've got this in stock as well. If it was the Gengar one, we would have the Gengar one, for example. It's kind of how we do it. But yeah, that's kind of it. Unless there's a specific thing where it says choice of, for example, like you've got the choice of there, choice of pad, etc., etc. Then yeah, we can obviously down to your choice then. But general rule of thumb, wherever the competition is, it's what the main prize is in terms of the product description. And obviously then, come on brain, in terms of the cash alternative, that's already within, if there is a cash alternative available, that's within the product description as well. She said, yay, Scott, because you acknowledged her. Hey, I always make an effort to acknowledge everybody in chat, even if they're watching vicariously through you as well. Anyone for ages? Mun. Well, not this year anyway. I was gonna say, when was the last thing you won? Was it the Steam Deck? Because you took cash on it. I know you won Ghost of Yotai. Because I ended up taking that when you took a cash out. I was like, yep, I want the mask. And it was off my personal PlayStation account. Struggling with Whiplash. Oh, then I'm good. Oh yeah, you went to the thing, didn't you? And you... Was it like the fair? Anybody else? So we got Mike. I think we covered everything else on here so far. How you doing, Matthew? You good? Gareth, what's up? Claire, how you doing? We will be doing, well, especially around, not necessarily the 10 kilo chocolate egg, flip the neck. But we do like chocolate bundles and stuff around, obviously Easter. Probably whip out the Toblerone maybe. What's that, 6 kilo? Probably whip one of them out, I think, and do some chocolate stuff. So on mid-price booster boxes in Selfridges, they sold them for oh, flipping hell. Did you pick some up? Did you, Gareth? Oh, Nicola, it'd be lovely if RNG was in your favour tonight. I'd love that. That's the thing as well, the tinfoilers where they're like, oh, all the same people win. Mate, if all the same people won, like we would, sure, if we had any power over who wins, like you would definitely be rewarding your regulars and stuff like that. But just is. That's it, hide and seek. I knew it was something playful. I couldn't quite remember. My brain went to like a not a theme park, like a fair. But yeah, hide and seek, that was it. For God's sake. Took the out for the Steam Deck and got a Switch 2. Looking for a Switch 2 for Eevee now. General without one. Well, there's a couple of chances to win a Switch 2. We've got this ending tonight, which is £1 an entry, which is the Switch 2 with 4 games. There's also a 10p version to enter, which has the Pokemon Legends ZA included in it as well. And yeah, also speaking of Pokemon, chat, get yourselves involved. This sold out last time. It's not doing that great at the moment. It is ending next Thursday. Yeah, next Thursday. So say be sure to get involved in that. Same price. And as I say, we got a pre-order in for that because Sasha took the cash alternative. So we've definitely got that on the way once they release them. But yeah, quite a bit on the site. Anybody who's interested in darts, we've got the new Blade X going up. Done that with a bundle with a stand, the outer, and even the dart holder as well, which will be good. So a couple of bits going live later. Can I do a comp if the suspect AC Black Flag Collector's item is true because it looks cool? I don't think I've seen that, actually. Baked potatoes were going in the oven. Stefano, how we doing? Good luck for you as well. Again, Stefano, thank you for the review the other day. It was a nice read. I like... Do you know what I like? Is people who actually take the time, rather than knee-jerk reaction to, oh, it's a scam. Like Stefano, like, actually took the time to, you know, keep an eye on us. Look at our live draws. Look at our winners list. Look at how we interact with our community and what have you. So, yeah, I, again, appreciate that, dude. Goes a long way, because it, you know, it's all well and good sort of people saying, oh, I've missed Keith. Keith, how we doing, dude? I can see you said hello all. It's all well and good, like, people being skeptical. We totally respect that, especially in terms of the industry as a whole. But, you know, something that we've done since day one is to remain transparent, make sure that it's just looking after you guys as well, in the sense that we like to have a chin wag. It's one of the reasons that I do these pre-lives is, one, yes, I let you know what comps are ending. Obviously it's a business style move because it gives you that bit of, oh, this is ending, I might chuck some tickets on, but it's also a genuine sort of connection to be able to have a conversation with you. And then we do the same on the live draws. If you notice, you know, there is a certain thing that we have to kind of say on each one, because we're fully aware that there's, you guys got loads of dust on the top of that PC. Time you got ad hood without telling me you got ad hood. I just noticed how dusty the top of this PC is. Got to get a little feather duster. Where was I going? Brain. Yeah, so we respect skepticism, but also it's sort of just watch a little bit, get involved in the community, and I think you'll have a feel that we just do what we say on the tin, which I know for some people is too good to be true, but you know, if you haven't got a ticket, you haven't got a chance. On PS1, complete with gun. God, we've tried like retro stuff, and it never works. Oh, I say we've tried. What we've done, we've got the analog 3Ds in. Time Crisis is do you know what? If I was ever to win the lottery, I think I'd have a Time Crisis machine in the house somewhere. You know, like the ones you go to the arcades on. Or is it Haunted? No, not Haunted House. Oh, what's it called with the zombies? I'd have that as well, I think. I'd have like gun games in the house for sure, which is good. But good luck everyone tonight. I'm having a fat Chinese. Oh, don't say that to Matthew. Sucking a Chinese meal will appear in chat in about 2 seconds if Matthew sees that. Joe, see you later. Got my fingers crossed for the PC and the controller. Scott, doesn't matter how much times you tell them, it's not a con. They will always believe what they want. Real people. That's true. Very true. You can tell they're the type of people that you can say the grass is green and they'll go, no, it's blue. It's actually blue. You should buy a game to a comp, borderline worthless company. Oh no, it's not Manic Mansion. Something Mansion, is it? Oh, I don't know. It's like Day of the Dead style it is, but it is... I'd have that for sure. Succulent Chinese meal. What's the charge? Yeah, people are just angry. It's not guaranteed. You guys are always engaging and clear about what it's the reason I buy and get. Oh, cheers, mate. And Jonathan, good luck on anything you decide to enter, and if you're in for tonight's draws. And that's just what it is. It's just, as I say, like I play the odd site myself and things. Obviously not Comp City, just any tinfoilers watching. We do not enter our own comps. Not allowed, against our policies. But you know, I sort of play other bits and stuff, especially like cash prizes and certain car comps and stuff. Don't get any luck, but if I did, I would be absolutely buzzing. But it's probably because I work in the industry anyway. You kind of just understand it, and you just sort of like, yeah, you're just willing to, you know, put XYZ of money on it and just see if you win something. But at the end of the day, it'd be nice to win a good chunk of money and pay off the part of the house and stuff. It'd be blooming great. God, has it been that long as well? That's crazy. I just seen your message there, Gem. It's been over a year since we met you guys. Yeah, that was it, because we were down in Ipswich way, weren't we? Delivering the World of Warcraft PC. Oh, and that place we were in. Oh my God, what was it called? God, if you like barbecue meats and like good quality food. Oh, what was it called? You probably know, Gem. I can't remember it, but the food in there was insane. Like brisket and burnt ends and mac and cheese, but like done really, really well. Like really well. It was stunning. I'll take you in there. You speak of a win, Dan. I'm sure it was you. Didn't you win the £100 store credit today as well on the comments? So like even that, as if you keep engaged with the community, we do like to give a little bit back. You'll see freebies and stuff pop up. You might have to comment on something, you might have to share something. Sometimes it's just there totally for free, just to get involved in, and then we can use a comment picker and stuff. House of the Dead. I think it is House of the Dead, Gareth. Yes. I feel it is House of the Dead. And it's in all that cool font. But yeah, I think I would have, and Stefano as well, I think I would have something like that. If I was to win, like, the lottery, I probably would have, like, a proper games room. You know, most of the consoles. I definitely have the shooters. But I'm going to drive it. I don't know if I'd have any driving stuff. Maybe I'd go, like, full sim racing, depending on, how much I win. But it would be cool. Would be cool. What's Isaac Starla 8? Just in 2 weeks. We met her when she was 6. Crazy. Oh, what was it called? I don't know. It was like a barbecue place. I remember like where it was. It was on the corner. You went through like the corner section of the building, and it was all industrialized in there. It looks like it was an old mill of sorts, I think, or like an old. It was whatever. It was amazing in there. Really, really good. Got my PS5 the other day. Borrowed some games off my friends until Uncharted came. Which Uncharted are you playing, Gemma? You starting from the beginning? Because you can get, there's the Uncharted Collection, which is 1 to 3. And then there's Uncharted 4, which you can get that comes with, what's the spin-off with the girls? There's basically a DLC pack as well that comes with it, so they're really cheap now. These damn PS5 owners. Right, I'm going to introduce myself. Because some of you already know who I am, but if there's any newbies in here that don't know what we are, when we are, etc., I always like to do introductions, and you'll also have the same on the live draw. So this is the bit that I kind of go through on a regular basis, so you can get a feel for who and what we are. If if this is the first time you've seen my face on your screens. So basically, who are we? Here's the team. So you've got myself and Ray. We are the directors and owners of Comp City Giveaways. We launched this back in 2020, so we're well established within the competition industry now, especially within this niche. We got Mum, aka Candy's our customer services manager, and then we've got Chris, which is our operations manager, and they're the two that primarily deal with getting your instant wins out to you, be that the physical prize or cash payments or cash alternatives that you decide to go for. Mum deals with that, and any physical stuff Chris gets sent out to you. And if you haven't guessed already, we are a competition website. So Comp City Giveaways is a comp site. We're based in Newport, South Wales, and as long as you're over the age of 18 and you reside within the UK or Northern Ireland, you can enter our competitions. You can. You can. Natalie, how you doing? Welcome to the Madhouse. Thought it just came to me, but it must be very relaxing to have each limb pull from your main body all at once, but too far would be painful and would be like a massive stretch. Oh yeah, I think quite often I need to start using my pull-up bar more often. The main reason I got my pull-up bar wasn't to do pull-ups on, it was actually to do what they call dead hangs from, and you just twist your hip side to side and it decompresses your back. But yeah, I've thought many a time when I've seen like Game of Thrones or like other kind of period dramas where they've got like the old school stuff where your limbs are essentially attached and they pull that, just getting to the point where you just, oh yes, and also that way it'd be nice, just like a nice little stretch, and then enough that you can still walk and function afterwards. That would be good. Have I missed anything else there? Or was it my brother-in-law has games room literally covered in games, every console you can think of, especially the retros, arcade machine, Funky Pops, Lego, the lot. It's insane. Yeah, I don't know if I'd have Pops. I don't know how far back, because I remember the ones I got super excited when the rejig of the Sega came out. It was like a little console thing. You had the Sega, the original Sega pad, loads of games pre-installed on it, and me and Ray played it for about an hour or two and was bored. Like, we played all of like Golden Age, Street Fighter, and all of those. So, you know, they were fun for a bit, but I switched off Sonic. But I do like my newer games now. Like, I'm really, really looking forward to the new Fable. I'm just hoping that what they're releasing is what they're going to do and what they're going to promise, because it's going to be very close to the original trilogy and how it plays, I feel. Other than, you know, when you get super evil or super good, like, your character doesn't change. But the fact that if it's anything like Hogwarts style, which I feel like it's going to be, just in a bit more depth, I think I'm going to enjoy it, because Hogwarts was incredible. I just didn't get around to flipping completing it, because I ended up having to do it twice, technically, because I lost the save file. But it's like the chicken kicking's back. I've noticed it's the way that people will interact with you depending on what you've done. I'm already excited about, like, we've all seen Aode in there now, where, you know, if you decide to take out the giant, he stays in Albion for the remainder of the game. Little things like that. So I'm looking forward to that aspect of it. And it is one game that I would probably, yeah, I think I will set some time aside for that. But I'm like, what do I play it on? I might get it. I know it's coming out on PlayStation. But then it'd be nice to play it on PC and like max the graphics out and stuff on it, because I've still got a 4090. I've got a 4K screen. The issue is I'm at the PC for the majority of time, so I feel like if I was gaming here as well, I kind of want to detach and get away from it. So I think getting it on the PS5 would probably be my go-to, I think, when it comes out. So that means I can step away, play it on a big screen, and get immersed that way. Yeah, they want to do... It's probably not just stop leaks either. I bet you it's the production side of things that they just want to do digital copies anyway. Make more money as well doing digital copies, because they're not actually obviously having to, you know, print discs and do a load of plastics, essentially. But yeah, Fables are incredible. I love the Fable series, and it's what I describe anyone who, for example, hasn't played the Witcher series. So I've only played 2 and 3. Number 1 I couldn't get on with. I'd only play that if they remastered it and like had some of the fighting of the others in, I think. But like 2 and 3 I played quite heavily, and I describe The Witcher 3 as like an adult Fable, because it's more visceral, it's more graphic. You know, there's swearing and stuff in there. So yeah, it's good. I love the third one. The third one got a bit of a rap, but I still enjoyed that. I think the only issue is with the third one is I always do those games good first, I find, because normally doing like a good part is harder and you get more game time. I did notice that with Fable, and I noticed that with Mass Effect as well. And Jade Empire, if you do it like good, you normally gotta do like more missions and stuff to do things. But 100% I'll probably do a good character as a male, and I always like going as a female and being a badass bitch. Like, I love that in Mass Effect especially. Like, I was an absolute see you next Tuesday in Mass Effect. Especially, I think, is it the second or the third? The second one, where you get the nanites, and I just don't buy the medical repair thing, and you just get that huge scarring down your face. Oh, I love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah, he will be doing soon. I think he will be going to a job centre near you soon, to be fair, Julie. I can't remember what I mentioned last week. There was a range. I remember most of them, actually. But yeah, you can do that. But I would say do Uncharted first. Once you've completed Uncharted, get back to me. Get back to me, because Uncharted is a good series to stick to, mine. So you've got 1 to 3 on the collection if you've had that lent to you or you've bought it, and then you've got A Thief's End, which is do you know what? I'm gonna replay that, I think, because that was one of the most outstanding games I played, and I haven't played it on the PS5 because I had it on PS4 when it first came out. So I think on the PS5 with the uprated graphics, it's gonna be insane because it looked incredible on PS4, mind. So yeah, Last of Us, yeah, 100%. That's one of the ones I recommended, actually. When Fable comes out, I'm marrying everyone and creating an army of my spawn. I got hoes in different area codes. That's probably going to be me as well, good or bad. Probably even good, depending on if they... I wonder if the mechanics, I wonder if they like know about each other and they argue with each other and all that stuff. Yeah. Days Gone's okay. I did enjoy it. I did complete it. It had a few little holes in it. I wish it was a bit smoother in certain bits, but overall, yeah, quite good. And there's a couple of extra bits at the end as well when you have completed it. See, Darkside is the first one I got on with, where you play war. But when you play Death, I got quite bored, even though it was like open world style, more so. Not quite open world, but you know what I mean. See, gonna be talking about games again. I've gone through who I am, so you know who I am. You know who we are. So what I'm going to do is go through how you enter a competition. I'm going to use the PC comp as an example. Now, this is ending tonight, chat, but the same logic that I'm about to go through applies to any competition that we got on the website. So if you want to enter other comps, you do it exactly the same way as I'm about to go through. But basically, find a comp you want to get entered in for. Select how many tickets you want to enter in for that particular competition. Click the enter now, and that'll take you through to the checkout. The basket. So complete checkout process, complete your payment. What will then happen is you're going to be met with a thank you for your order page. That's going to outline what you spent on that order, what tickets the website's randomly allocated to you, and if you've bagged an instant win. So if you're lucky enough, if you're entering an instant win competition, which is, you know, primarily in the title, you've also got an instant win table that's underneath that is basically live. So the moment that someone checks out and wins something, their name will go here automatically. So Leonidas, for example, I'm going to use the example, seems the number's 300. If Leonidas was in our checkout, this is Sparta, goes through checkout, is lucky enough to have 300 in his basket, then Leonidas' name would go here. It's an instant thing once he's completed payment. We would then owe him a 50/70 gaming PC or £1,000 cash. I don't know what that is in gold coins in the Spartan era, but who knows? And then King Leonidas would have bagged himself would have been shown on the thank you for order page what he'd won with what ticket number. Now, don't panic if you miss that prompt. We do follow up with an instant win email that outlines what you've won with what ticket number, and you get a claim form attached to that as well, so you can claim the prize and select what you want. But yeah, nice and easy in terms of doing that. In terms of picking our winners for the live draws, so we get the entry list pre-published on the website, so you can open them all up. This is from the last draw, of course, and it'll show you, an entry list will show you what we're drawing for, total amount of tickets that should have sold, or in my case, totai, because there was a typo there, but it's fine. Total amount of tickets that should have sold and the cost. Now, this is actually a really good example because, as you can see, if a competition doesn't sell out, then you are going to see missing ticket numbers in that entry list. So, for example, it starts at 2, 3, then it goes to 5, jumps to 10. If a competition hasn't sold out, you will see the missing ticket numbers, obviously, in the entry list. Because if a comp hasn't sold out, not all tickets have sold, of course. Now, to pick our winners, we use Google's RNG currently. So literally go to Google, type in a random number generator, and we use the integrated RNG, so random number generator as well. Don't think I won. Let's have a look. I'm sure it was it was a Dan Jackson. There's no personal information on here, is there? Yeah. So you need to message the page, Dan. Look. That's your profile picture. Would love to win this PC and £100, but Mum would have finished now, so I'm going to have to... So you need to message the page. Yeah, because that's the same profile picture. Message the page with the email that's linked to your account, and I'll top up your wallet after the pre-live for you. But yeah, I thought it was you. Because you got the same profile picture, and it was a Facebook comment. So, and Ray would have tagged you in. Ray would have tagged you, or not tagged you, but would have messaged in the community page, I believe. Would have shared it in there or on the page just to say that you've won. You said, "Don't think I won the credit earlier." False hope. But yeah, message page with your email that's linked to your account. That'll allow me then to. I thought it was, because I recognise the name. And the profile picture is the same. So yeah. Yep. Where was I? Yeah, RNG chat. So basically, I've got this sorted for you now. If I can grab some numbers from you, any number range, because I'm not drawing anything specifically. This is a pre-live chat. I always get that mixed up because the live I'm the other way around, so it looks like I'm facing Ray, and then on the pre-live I'm this way. But yeah, this way. So yeah, as you can see, this is the pre-live, so I'm not drawing anything specifically. So give me a number range and I'll show you how RNG works. Sort that out. Trying a new method today. I will be holding my cat for extra luck. Zelda was good. I found Zelda quite. So I stepped into Zelda properly, technically, with Breath of the Wild. I had a little dabble in Ocarina of Time back in the day, Wind Waker, little dabble, but Breath of the Wild, and it was just. It's not an issue of mine per se, but I feel. After starting and running your own business is I'll have like X amount of time to be able to like game and what have you, but then it can get busy. There's other priorities and stuff that I've got to put in play, and then it can be a while before I go back. So what happens is then I'm so far, but I feel like I'm so far behind the game that I've got to restart, and then because I restart, I'm remembering the story as I go along, and I'm getting bored, and then I put it down. I don't go back to it for years. It was good. It was good. Gareth, we no longer needed one really. The questions were too easy, and because we've got the postal entry, we still fall under the prize competition. So that's why we did it, and it was, I guess, for some people like an off put as well. So yeah, that's been God. When was that? That's been like 2-3 years now. 2 years maybe. That's been dropped, I think. Fallout been good. I think Fallout's due to finish soon, isn't it? So I'm waiting for, I think there's another episode left, and then I'll go. If you mean the series, not the game, I'm waiting for it to finish, and then I'll get into Fallout, the series. Anything else? Have I missed anything else in chat? We got some numbers. We got Judy with 20,000, and then what other numbers we got? We've got Nicola. Oh, it's in the range. We got Nicola with 16,900. Beauty of this, it's going to automatically swap between the minimum and maximum the moment I hit generate. But imagine this is a comp I'm drawing for, chat. I put the number range in. I line the mouse up with generate, and each time that I do that, as we can see, it's going to randomly find a number between that number range. Now if we land on an unsold number, I'm simply going to come back to the screen, hit generate again, and keep doing this until we find our winners. So nice and simple. Douche. So yeah, you kind of know how to enter a competition. You know who I am. You know what Comp City giveaways is about now. Get some tickets because we're live later. What else we got? Drop the message. I will try and win a PC tonight. Dan, yeah, I'll sort that out after the pre-live for you. I've been waiting a season of Fallout to finish. Can watch it. Yeah, it's kind of what I want to do. Is like because I watched the first season like in one go, and I thought it was incredible. I know Ray wasn't heavily fussed on it, but Ray's not played the games either to kind of get why it's kind of like happy-go-lucky and it's like tongue-in-cheek 1950s. But yeah, I think if you've played the games, like they've done a really, really good job with the lore of the world and stuff. Lucy, aka Ella, is an incredible flipping person to do what she's doing. Absolutely crazy. Everwood. What have I been watching? A Good Doctor at the minute. It's just an easy watch. It's a heartfelt watch. It's a funny watch. It's on Netflix. I've just been watching that. I've actually been quite enjoying it. Anything else? One left. We need Half-Life 3 and Half-Life Alyx 2. There are no good VR games playing. Do you know what? Half-Life. I never got through Half-Life Alyx because the the battery would last about 20 minutes, half hour on the MetaQuest. So I need to do it again because the PC's directly above my living room. I got a little bit more space in the living room, so maybe I just side quested again. Pardon me. I've got the it's Nordic battery pack and stuff as well. So I need to get that on board, I think, and play, because that was a hell of a VR game. I tell you, a VR game I really enjoyed was Rick and Mortality. Is it Rick? What's it called? Rick and Oh, I can't remember. I was Rick and something. It's like Rick and Virtuality or something it's called. That was actually good, and you're just in his garage, but there's like so many layers to what you can do, which was good. But I did really enjoy Half-Life. Like, it was incredible, like how you can move around and like look through the glass, and when you get the pen at the beginning, you can like draw stuff on the glass and like line it up with the stuff behind, and how the weapons worked and the reload, and it just felt like really good. Yeah, I've got to go back to that. I've got so many flipping games though. Chat, like so many games. I stopped playing High on Life, even though it was hilarious. I didn't get much past when you get knifey. I think it was. So yeah. Yep. Right, chat, what is ending today then? So everything I'm about to go through under competitions ending is closing at 8 PM with or without you. Now, we guarantee every single draw regardless of ticket sales. So if the yellow bar's not that high, it just means even better odds for you. If it is getting close to a sellout, of course, huge thank you for getting involved. Either way, we draw every single prize that you see on the website, regardless of how good or bad it does. Bad, Scott, bad. I can't remember what. I'm just terrible for new and shiny games, and then I go off gaming for a while and I get into shows. So then, because I'm getting into shows, I'm away from the gaming scene too long. So any games that I did have, again, I feel like I need to restart. And then when I get back into the game, I'm like, oh, I've done all this before. So I just put it down again, and I'm like, oh, I just want to play. Just let me play a flipping game from beginning to end. What's the last game I actually completed? Ooh, what? Can't have been Ragnarok, surely not. I know God of War Ragnarok I got through. Last of Us 2 I got all the way through. I think that was one of the most sort of semi-recent games. I gave it a break, same kind of thing. I was like, no, I'll go back to it. Anything else? Oh, I'm trying to think what else I've played that I've completed. I think that was one of it. I was barely through Ghost of Yotai. Like, I spent probably about 30 hours maybe on it, 40 hours total, and I was barely scratched the surface because I was too busy like, ooh, piece of candy, doing all the side stuff and getting armors and all that stuff. Yeah, I did enjoy that, like the interaction between your guns. That's one of my favorite bits of Cyberpunk, when you get the one gun. I think if you do X amount of headshots or X amount of knee shots and stuff like that, the gun does the opposite when you've completed the task, and you've got like the little bullet and stuff. It like talks to you. I love stuff like that, and I like, because you get guns like that in Borderlands as well that talk to you, and I find them hilarious. But yeah, it's definitely, I think it's an ADHD thing. I feel like how I am. And it's got to kind of suck me in within the first like few moments, or I try and get into it, and then I get stuck elsewhere, or my brain's like, I need work, I got work to do, or housework, or you know, socializing. It's a bit like, Kimmy. Kingdom Deliverance looked good. That did look really good, but again, that is so in depth. I would get lost in that, I think. The next game that I want to put time toward would be Witcher 4. I'm stupidly excited for. I'm also slightly nervous because I just hope they don't do as Cyberpunk 2077. But I'm also really excited for Fable. And was it Intergalactic? Naughty Dog's new one? Because anything Naughty Dog has touched has been amazing. I loved Uncharted. I loved Last of Us. Obviously loved all the classics like Crash Bandicoot and stuff. But their new one looks really good. Is there anything else? Wolverine, if they do that right, even if it's a full-on remaster of the original game that they did, I'll be down for that. That's another one. But Kingdom, yeah, apparently Kingdom Deliverance 2 is better. Like the fighting style and stuff is much better. They definitely improved their combat. But I think you can apparently kind of play number 2 without number 1, but I know it carries on like X amount of time after the first one. I think it is. What else have I played? I'm just trying to think what's on there. I might have to see if there's any sales on and just give myself some time to do. Because I do like gaming. I do enjoy it. But I'm a little bit like Ray. Not as bad as Ray said. So sometimes when you're gaming and you feel like you're kind of wasting time, you could be doing something else. Especially when you run your own business. However, we're both guilty of just watching TV shows sometimes when we get the rare downtime behind the scenes. That we'll just mong out and watch TV shows, and you're still spending the same amount of time in those, for example, because once you've completed one, you're going on to the next one. So why not spend your time exploring a world and playing a character? But yeah, it's yeah, get your stuff done, then game. The problem is I get my stuff done, game, then something else happens, or I want to cook food, or the dog needs to go out, or I notice I need to do some washing, or it's just, yeah, just day-to-day stuff is like me. Didn't play Baldur's Gate 3, no. It's not my style of game. Like, I don't really like asymmetric sort of like top-down stuff. But I have heard really good things about Baldur's Gate 3, and apparently you can just step into it without playing the others. And it's like, I think it's one of the best RPGs of, 2024 now, is it? It's quite an old game now. I say old, but yeah. How you doing, Puff? I've not seen you in chat for a while. Hope you're keeping well. Same thing with Cyberpunk. That's put me off, but I have heard good things, and I do have it. I've got Phantom Liberty as well as the game as well. So I would like to go back to that, but again, I got it on PC, and I think it's the mental thing of going, right, I'm not at the PC for work, because the issue is my PC setup, as cool as it is primarily for work, and obviously listen to the music and stuff like that. And I think sitting here for X amount of hours per day doing work and then having to still sit here and game, I'm like, no. Right, I guess through what's ending today, shortly chat. We've been having a good chinwag, it's been good. And that's the beauty of these sometimes. Like sometimes I'm like half hour, sometimes I'm much longer depending on where the conversation goes. But that's what we're like here. We like to have a chat with you and sort of listen, I guess. But it's also good chatting about these things. Right, what is ending today then? So again, yeah, everything under competition's ending. I'm going to get through this first and then I'll go back to chat, because otherwise we'll be here all blooming night, and then I'll be going live while still sat at the chair. No entry list live. So yeah, we have the low odd Steam Deck OLED. It's the 1TB version of £425 cash. It is £25 to enter. However, there's only 45 total tickets. That's a 1 in 45 chance of winning, so really, really good odds. We got the RTX 5090 gaming PC. It's the Leviathan build from Chill Blast, or you can take the £3 cash alternative. There is still a chance to win 5070 gaming PCs, and here we got 1, 2, 3. So 3 chances to win a 5070 gaming PC or £1,000 cash, and there are still 4 chances to win a 5060 gaming PC or £600 cash just by playing that comp. Not to mention some of the £150 cash prizes that are included in that as well. So it's just 35p to play. Now, in terms of instant win competitions, the more an instant win competition sells, the higher your chances are at bagging what's left. Basically, it's how it likes to work. But they can drop at any time. We did this competition, did it? I think 2 PCs went, and the first 5% sold. So you just never know when it's gonna drop. Games early, Baldur's Gate 3. That's worth a good play. Really good. Right. I'll come back to that. My brain's already getting distracted by games, because I think I'm getting to the stage of my cycle, should we call it, where I'm getting interested in games again, and I'm like, I need to play some games. need to play some games. Me and Ray keep saying we want to do some streaming again as well as Comp City and try and get on like Call of Duty or even Battlefield. Like Battlefield's been sat there. I've not jumped. I've played 20 minutes of Battlefield. Not played the new COD. Oh, I need to do it. I need to do it. Right, Ninja Prestige 2-in-1 coffee machine versus the KitchenAid mixer. You get to choose which one you want. Should you win, it's £3 an entry, or you can opt for the £250 cash alternative. Choice is yours. The monitor has sold out, so I'll get the entry list done for that after the pre-live. You've got the Nintendo Switch 2 with 4 games. That's Donkey Kong Bonanza, Mario Kart World, Pokemon Legends ZA, and Tears of the Kingdom. So Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. £1 an entry. Really, really good odds because it's only just over 50% sold. We've got the Razer Pokemon bundle of 250 quid cash. It's a headset, mouse, keyboard, £2 an entry. A little under 50% sold. We have really good odds because these normally sell out. Is the Pokemon Sword and Shield Lost Origin ETB, £2 an entry, just over that sort of 50% sold mark. Looks like it's not going to last till 8 o'clock. Is the Choice of Xbox Pad, £2 an entry, is around sort of the 95% sold mark. So if you want a chance to win that, now is the time to get your tickets in. And then we got the Choice of Warhammer 40k Combat Patrol, £1 an entry, around the 60% sold mark. 55 probably. But on the site as well, for all of you sim racers that wanted a proper sim racing bundle on the site, you got the Moser, the Playseat, the Chill Blast PC, and the Samsung Odyssey OLED G9. This is not doing great at all. And is ending next Thursday. Main prize is the PlayStation 5 Pro with a disc drive, but there are still chances to win the disc and digital versions of the PlayStation 5 instantly. It's 50p to play, and you can take the cash alternatives or the consoles. You've got the New Year, New Me comp that has a whopping end prize of £20,260, you know, to make it look like 2026. But not only that, there are chances to win £5 cash instantly on there, £2.5 cash. There's loads of tech to find and win instantly on that comp as well, and it's just 69p to play. Comps ending Monday. There are obviously going to be more to go live after the comps close. But we've got a 10p little Switch bundle. We got the Asus ROG Ally X. It's the 1TB version in stock, £1.25 to play. And also the dark side. I do like the artwork on these. Funny. So we've got the dark side there, which is what we like to call our little multiplayer, which is good. Use the force to prevail. So yeah, we've got that up for grabs. So £200 end prize, but you could win 50 quid just by playing that comp. It's just 5p to play, and as I say, a couple of 50 quids have gone already, which is good to see. What else? Let's go back to the page. Just keep scrolling. We got the Lego as well, which isn't doing that great this time. This sold out last time, but 15p to play. It's the new pre-order for the Lego Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise. Thatcher Roberts decided to take the cash alternative, so we've put this back up again. It is a £400 cash alternative, but we do have a pre-order in play for this as well, which is due end of February to be sent to us. Once we get it in-house, obviously we will send it out to them. Yeah, there's Black Ops 7, wasn't it? Black Ops 7 came out. I'm sat here playing Pokemon Stadium Classic. Is the way. I do love the Pokemon games, even though they're the same premise as such, where, you know, you're a youngster, you meet the doctor, you get your choice of three main Pokemon, etc., gym battles. I do like Pokemon. And the fact now it's more the 3D aspect of it now rather than top down, I think is awesome. The last proper Pokemon I played was Sword and Shield, and I think, did I have Sword or Shield? I think I had Sword because I remember I can't even remember the Pokemon's name now. I'm from the 151 era, but the Pokemon had the sword in its mouth, which was good. Can you get the Lego Dexter Blood Slide box? Looks awesome. You could do that. Is that from the series, is it? I didn't know they did that. Let me have a look at that. I haven't seen it. I've been looking at what I do with Lego is I always check like what's new. I'm logged in. Let's have a look. What's it, Dexter? don't think it's there. Is it? Is it like another company that's like Bloodslide? Yeah, I don't think it's Lego Direct. Unless they've not released it yet. Problem is now there's a lot of Bloodslide. Does that work? There's a lot of AI about now, so take certain things that you see with a pinch of salt until you see an official announcement. But if that is, yeah, we could when we see that, because I know there's a lot of fans of Dexter. We've spoken about that before on pre-lives and stuff. I don't think that's there, as we just had a nose. If you've purchased tickets on the New Year, New Me comp and you haven't won an instant win, you don't have another chance to win instant wins with those same tickets, if that makes sense. But you do, whatever tickets you do have, is it Liking? Lil King? Lil Kingy? Lil Kingy, I think it is. You've still got a chance at the main prize. So say you've got, I don't know, 10 tickets in and you didn't win an instant win, you still got 10 chances to win the end prize, which is £20,260, if that makes sense. Should do. It exists, but it's a third-party item. Checked. I've seen that as well, yeah. I did toy with the idea. What I did get pre-orders for is the... Is it the Final Battle, Ocarina of Time? Where are they? Where's our little stock chat? Yeah, Lego Ocarina of Time, the final. I remembered Final Battle. So I got some of them. I've not put them on the site yet because I think they're due for release in March, but I pre-ordered those. But yeah, there's a lot. I saw the Retriever. I mean, it's what, 130 quid. If you want to see that on the site, we can have a look. Reminds me of Scooby-Doo a little bit though. It does remind me of Scooby-Doo. I know it's not a Great Dane, but I think it's because of this color scheme and it's got like the blue collar with a little thing on it. But yeah, that's one of the reasons I play like other sites as well on it, because like flipping 20 grand or 20 plus grand landing in your account must be like mental. I love it. And then like the sites that do like huge money is like, yo, I'd love to see that one day. Gotta be in it to win it though. Oh, a roast Stefano, man, that sounds amazing. Enjoy, we'll catch you in a bit. The Legend games are a good break from the mainline series. The Legends games? Which Legends? Legends, what were we talking about? Were we talking about games? My brain's confused. 50 PS5 comp keeps going up. I'm skinned taunting me, man. Well, that's been running for ages, this one. Ages. Running 3-4 weeks, that, I think. Did enjoy watching the COD streams. Oh, yeah, doing that one. You can't beat Command and Conquer. The reality of the Age of Empire 2. Oh, Age of Empires was good. Was it Age of Empire? Was that the one? I know Stefano's gone off for his lunch now. But I think Age of Empires was the style where you could start off in like caveman times and go all the way up to like Neo or Neon times or something like that. That was good. That was good. And yeah, I'll have to just get over the fact that I've got a work PC and start utilizing it for gaming as well, I feel. Which would be good. Alan, as always now, on a Monday and a Thursday, and it does say right here on the left of your screen, it's Mondays and Thursdays from 9 PM. Comps close at 8 PM. I'm going to do the final breakdown then, chat. I think I've caught up with everything. I'm going to hit F5. Are the pads still there? Refreshing the page. The pads are still there. Right, chat, so what I'm going to do, let's get it on. She's already in there. I can't believe you type that every time. It looks like a copy and paste job. Every day. So chat, this is the part of the pre-live that I like to call it's the final breakdown. So chat, the final breakdown is basically me telling you what is ending again under competition's ending. So everything under competition's ending, chat, is closing at 8 PM with or without you, regardless of sellout. Every single prize on the site has a guaranteed draw, regardless. Even if it's 5% sold, which is normally unlikely, or, you know, we do not do that. We do not extend, we do not roll over, we just do the prizes on a Monday and Thursday. Unless there's any changes, or if me and Ray are on annual leave or whatever, then there might be some schedule changes, but we always let you know in advance. So, chat, what is ending today? So if you're just joining, this is the final breakdown. We've got the Steam Deck OLED 1TB or 425 quid cash. That is just 45 total tickets, hence the price of 25 quid. You got the 5090 gaming PC from Chill Blast. It's the Leviathan RTX 5090 gaming PC, or 3 grand cash is the main prize. When I last checked, there are still 3 RTX 5070 gaming PCs and 4 RTX 5060 gaming PCs. The 5060 gaming PCs have a £600 cash alternative. The 5070 gaming PCs have a £1,000 cash alternative. The more an Instant Win comp sells, chat, is 35p to play, the higher your chances are at bagging what's left in there as well on the Instant Win table. We've got the Ninja Prestige 2-in-1 coffee versus a kitchen aid mixer, £3 an entry. If you don't want the tech, there's a £250 cash alternative for those as well. I do yeah, you're right there. I love the look of this PC. I love it. I know it's just like a laminated glass, but yeah, it looks lovely, mate. We got the Nintendo Switch 2 with 4 games as well, or £500 cash. If you don't want the bundle, it's 500 quid cash. So you can see that as turning £1 into £500 cash, or an Epic Switch 2 bundle. We got the Razer Pokemon bundle, or 250 quid cash at £2 an entry. The monitor is sold out, so I'll get the entry list done for that after the pre-live as well. We got the Pokemon TCG Sword and Shield Lost Origins ETB, £2 an entry, around that 65% sold mark. We got the Choice of Xbox Pad, £2 an entry, and then finally the Choice of Warhammer 40k Combat Patrol. Lovely. Let's chuck that in. And there we go. Boosh. Pop that in. If we can get hold of them, they're going to be physical. We're not going to, otherwise we won't be able to order them digitally per se. We can get codes sometimes, but we always aim for physical prizes with the Nintendo Switch. Unless we can't get hold of the physical copy, then we get a digital thing. But yeah, primarily they will be a physical copy for you, which essentially makes no difference with the Switch 2, because even with a physical copy, you technically don't own the game. A physical copy just unlocks the license when you put it into you. That's crazy. That's crazy work that is by Nintendo. But yeah, it is what it is. We cannot fight what Nintendo have chosen. Nope. Nope. He's still so happy you put that up for everything. It's just part of the live, the pre-live now, Gemma. That ain't going anywhere. That ain't going anywhere. That's just part of it. I've literally got it. So on my Stream Deck, I got a 15-panel Stream Deck. It's on the bottom of my, Stream Sounds. And it's literally, I just do final breakdown. When that completes, I just tap it's called the Taylor Swift Goat. It's saved as it there. So I play it there. It's just there. I've still got this one. It's just because you're not in chat that often. I don't play it that often anymore, but I think that's still on. Yeah.
How you doing?
LeBlanc, see?
How you doing?
Still there. I've got loads of sayings. I kind of need to freshen it up a little bit. I think we need some more stuff on it. I do need the Autoglass one. That's not on here, and because I'm muted in chat, because I'm deafened, I can't play it. But yeah, I need to get that on here. The Autoglass repair. I can't remember where I got it from. So yeah, it'd be good. Be good. Be good. So chat, I've gone through absolutely everything, so I'm gonna give you a chance to bag yourself some store credit. Some of you jumped the gun, you popped your numbers in a wee bit too early, so you're gonna have to do them again, because I hadn't done the final breakdown, chat. You know. That's absolutely fine, Gemma. No, life is life. At the end of the day, you've got to prioritize stuff. We'll be here for as long as we can be here, of course, and yeah, we're not going to, you know, not that it's that we don't care. We obviously notice when certain people aren't in for a while, but it's a case of you've still got a life to live and lead. Some of you already know you're chucking your numbers in already. Now, how this works is I'm going to spin the wheel 5 times. What you need to do for me is give me a number between 1 and 75 in chat. No number swapping or changing. It's 1 number per person. And what I'm going to do is spin the wheel 5 times, like I said. If we land on a winner, great. You bagged yourself £10 store credit. I'll give you a chance to potentially win some more if you want a game of higher or lower. But if you share your number with someone else, I'll split the store credit between you. So it's a good bit of fun. Hence why we say no swapping and changing of numbers. I can still see people chucking their numbers in, so I'll just play some random sound bites for a second.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Have a little Mario rave. Beefy Boys, yes, Alan. I do like a Beefy Boys burger. Do like a Beefy Boys burger. Right, I'm going to start spinning the wheel. What burger did you go for? What did I have when I was last there with Race? The Salami Bros or something, I think it was. Nice. Anyone in chat got 68. Andrew had 67. Nope. Nobody with 68. Let's go. Beefy bit. Oh, let's go with Game Boy. Anybody with 21? I know some of y'all got 20. Oh, we got Jonathan Youngson. Anyone else sharing the number? Oh, we got Julie Longthorpe as well. I think that's it. So let me make a note of these 2 names. Yeah. So we have Julie. Let's make a little note of that. So we've got Julie Longthorpe. We got Jonathan. Is it John Nathan or John Nathan? Nathan. Youngson. So currently you guys have both got a £5, so split the tenner between you. Now, you can play a game of higher or lower if you wish. So basically, I'll explain the rules as I'm doing it. It'd be Julie put the number in first, so it'd be Julie's choice first, then Jonathan's, or you can let me know if you're going to play anyway. But basically, higher or lower, if you haven't seen before, is basically I shuffle a deck of cards. I show you the top card. You say higher or lower. If you win, in this case, because you've got a £5, if you win, you walk away with a £10 store credit. If you lose, you walk away with nothing. So I zero it out. I've left the jokers in the deck. So yeah, I've left the jokers in the deck. If I show a joker to you, I instantly add a £5 back onto it anyway. So you've technically got a chance at this stage to win £15. Would you like to play or stick with your $5s? What would you like to do? So that was Julie Longthorpe and Jonathan Youngson. And I've shuffled the deck enough. But Julie wants to play higher or lower. So Julie, your card is... well, I'll give you a little cheat here. So I class Ace as the lowest card in the deck, and I class the King as the highest. So give me your answer wisely. Higher or lower than a King, Julie? Higher or lower than a King? Julie says lower. Bosh. pretty much inevitable, unless we pulled another king, but then she would have said lower again anyway. So Julie, you've gone back up to £10 store credit. If you do me a favor, drop me a message on, or not me directly, but our company. So you're on Facebook already, watching on our page. If you just drop the business page a message with the email that's linked to your account, I'll get you a £10 store credit fired over. I'll pop it in your wallet. So that's £10 for you. We'll do a reshuffle. Jonathan, are you still watching? Do you want to play a game of higher or lower, or are you sticking? I'm gonna shuffle the deck again. And if Dan Jackson is still watching, I'll sort yours out in a second as well. I've got a few store credits to sort out. I'll have a go as well. Me as well. Jonathan, good luck. So Jonathan, your card is 10. 10. So you're gonna go higher or lower than a 10. Well, that's the bottom card, so you know it's not going to be an 8. Well, 8 of that thing anyway. 2 jokers, please. That would be good. Come on. Be nice, deck. Be nice. Yeah, £10 for that. £100 for Dan from earlier's stuff. And Jonathan wants to go lower. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! There we go. Boosh. Lower it was indeed. So I owe you a tenner as well, dudes. If you do the same, drop me a message on our Facebook business page with the email linked to your account. I can then track your account down and just top your wallet up for you as well. I like that. 2 cheeky tenors. Well in for playing, and that's 2 tenors. So I got you noted down for £10 store credit as well. Lovely jubbly. Just give me 5 minutes because I want to make a cuppa after this pre-live, and then I'll jump back on and sort out the store credits for Dan Jackson from earlier's giveaway, Julie Longthorpe with a tenner, and Jonathan Youngson with a tenner as well. Legends. I like to see it. I like to see it when the wheel picks a winner, and then when the deck of cards decides, you know what, we're gonna sort you out today. Like it. First win on here. Julie, yeah, so yeah, give me like 5-10 minutes. Well, enough to boil a kettle and brew a tea, so maybe 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, do I have a coffee? I might have a coffee. But chat, I'm gonna love you and leave you in a few seconds. Just a reminder that everything under competition's ending is closing at 8 p.m. with or without you. And if you've got a ticket, you've got a chance. Is the best way to do it. Obviously, technically, some of you guys are getting some free tickets because I'm giving you a £10 store credit to top it up as well. Lovely. We'll be live again from 9 p.m. and we'll be finding the winners for everything that you see under competition's ending. We'll be finding the winners for them. So if you're in for tonight's draws, huge congratulations. Do you know what? I won't reach for Deval now, but I will have a Deval for the live draw, I think. I had good fun after a couple of those on the last one. But we'll be live again from 9 p.m. But other than that, if we don't see you on the live draw, have an amazing weekend. As I say, the weekend is very close now. Have a good weekend, and good luck to everybody that's involved. And if there's anyone lurking that's brand new here, as always, a huge warm welcome to you guys in the shadows as well, and welcome to Comp City. In the words of Gary Oak, smell you later. What a coffee. Coffee is like the way like New Yorkers, like Bostoners actually say coffee. Coffee. Would you like coffee? Coffee. Cup of Joe. What's a blast, Ganja Gandalf? The guy who was just smashing the XP and letting the hobbitses run away. Yeah. We'll love you and leave you. I'll catch you in a bizzle. And good luck tonight. I think I've said that about 50 times now, but I mean it. And like, as I say, it's good creating winners. Do love this job, and I do thank everybody that gets involved and, you know, keeps myself, Ray, Mum and Chris in a job. Bye, Darla. Have a good evening, because you're going to be well in bed when I go live, so sleep well, and we'll catch you soon. Oh, speaking of coffee, there's a Friends promo on McDonald's starting next week. Oh. Friends is in like the Cafe Perk Friends or Cafe Park Friends. Okay, coffee. But yeah, I will catch you in a bit. Good luck. Farewell. There she is. And yeah, I'm looking forward to making some more winners, and I may have an overzealous Duval in a glass again. I'm going to put some more in the fridge because I think I've got